ask your parents if you can go out with your friends, and they tell you no. And you say, why? And they ask you, because I said so. You may be a victim of strict parenting. Being told no makes you feel angry, frustrated, upset, and maybe even anxious. This feeling is because you didn't have your way. But what if I told you if they said no and you could still have it your way? I would discuss how strict parenting motivates sneaky behavior. I will outline the problem with strict parents, the effects of strict parents on their children, and how we can educate our parents to become better at parenting. First, I will be talking about the problem with parents being overly strict. Strict parents hinder our development by restricting our lives, making mistakes, and building self-autonomy. At the Stanford Center of Study of Youth Development, they mentioned that authoritarian parenting style try to shape, control, and evaluate the behavior and attitudes of their children with high standards. Parents emphasize obedience, respect for authority, work, tradition, and a preservation of order. The child must obey, no negotiations asked, they just follow the rules. We uphold high standards and no errors. If they are made, punishment is given. As the National Library of Medicine mentioned, authoritarian parenting is a one-way mode of communication. In the video about why kids leave their parents, strict parents see their kids as belongings and not necessarily as individuals. Strict parents give us no privacy, no boundaries. Parents say it's our body, not yours. In the same video, Suman states that hitting is to prevent wrong or immoral actions from happening again. Parents use their authority to punish us by hitting us. Parents' easiest way to stop unwanted behavior is to beat us with a chancla, cinto, or gancho, or anything they can find. They match their punishment with a crime. For example, having bad grades, breaking something, or even arguing. These issues can cause us to rebel and to have anxiety, low self-esteem, depression, paranoia, etc. Growing up with strict parents, we're likely to struggle with negative thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. We've learned to master lying due to fearing the punishments. A YouTube video titled 6 Signs Your Parents Are Too Strict mentions, we tell lies to sneak out because we are forbidden from doing anything fun, having sleepovers, or going out. We tell little white lies so that our parents believe we're honest people. I tell lies because I fear punishment that comes with telling the truth. Our parents believe their parenting methods make us disciplined and polite when they make us rebellious, impulsive, and aggressive. The Journal of Medical Medicine mentioned that lack of freedom to control oneself at home makes students engage in bullying behavior at school. Teenagers with a high desire to get along are always looking for stimulation from outside. This can also be accompanied by poor self-discipline and impulsivity. This impulsive behavior makes us susceptible to doing drugs and drinking alcohol. In the same video, strict parents make sneaky kids. We've learned to pay attention to precise detail, have supersonic hearing, decipher footsteps, lightning quick reflexes, and pretend to be asleep. We tell ourselves we can't wait to get out of this house. We've learned that it is more comfortable elsewhere, like school or work, because we can be ourselves. These effects can destroy our future relationships with our parents if we don't speak up, and they don't change the parenting style. Lastly, as young adults, we learn to educate our parents to become better at parenting. Open communication between both parties can close the gap and allow understanding, and respect and develop healthier parent-child relationships. Approaching parents can be difficult, but we must go about it in a calmly and respectful way. In the same video why kids leave their parents, what to do when having tough conversations with parents, begin by setting strict boundaries, maintaining support systems that normalize imperfection, and practice mindfulness and meditation. By approaching them calmly using I statements and provide examples of how they've treated you and made you feel. By doing so, we can teach our parents to be more supportive and practice listening on both parties. Find a common ground and offer solutions to better your relationships. Strict parents can be strict but learn methods of authoritative parenting, which is completely different from authoritarian parenting. The National Library of Medicine states, authoritarian parenting is close and listening and is a nurturing relationship among children, clear expectations, and explaining reasons with disciplinary action. Disciplinary methods are used to support instead of punish. Setting goals, meetable expectations, and appropriate levels of communication. As the National Library of Medicine mentioned, the healthiest outcome for children requires patience and effort between parent and child. Dealing with uncooperative parents can be tricky. If they're not listening to you, it is safe to seek support from a professional or a trusted adult. Learn to advocate for yourself and focus on what you can control. Focus on your goals. Today I talked about the problem with parents being overly strict, causing mental illness, and solutions that children can teach their parents. Start by telling your parents how they make you feel using I statements, and it's better to say it than to keep it in. An anonymous Pinterest image states, people say that strict parents can create sneaky kids, but strict parents create kids who are too scared to be sneaky. Thank you.
People and me.